YouTuber Dr. Shayam did a video on April 2nd, 2016 called Cultural Appropriation in Quotations and SJW Racism. Now, most of his points of the video up to this point are basically things, most people with common sense would agree with. Most cultures borrow from other cultures. That's how culture grows and all that, blah, blah, blah. All points people with common sense would agree with. But here's the interesting part of his video. A Chinese immigrant, either she's a part of the foreign exchange student program or she newly moved to this country and is soon to be a citizen. I don't know what her specific situation is. But she had an encounter with racism. And I'm going to play it from 3:36 in the video so you could hear her full story and hear how the crowd, who are the anti-cultural appropriation, react to her encounter with a bigoted black man.
I don't know. That just seems pretty racist to me.
While we were walking, the green light was on, and when we were crossing the crosswalk, there is a car just rushed through us, driven by an African American, shouting that go back to your home, go back from where you are from, something like that. I don't remember exactly. And then a car, a white lady, just parked right by us and said, "Are you okay? Are you hurt of anyway?" We're not hurt. It's just shocked and scared of our safety. And this white lady kindly asked, "Can I call the police? Can I do anything for you?" We're like, "It's okay. Thank you very much for your care." The point I'm making here is that we should not distinguish people by their race or gender or anything. Black people can be racist. Wait, sorry. Oh no. I will make it. I will check. Sorry. I just mean that we have to look people individually. There are people, sorry, maybe I don't articulate myself good enough. There are good people, and there are people who are not that embracing to other cultures, who may not live up to standards of proper behaviors. But we have to look through hearts. We have to look into this person and see what she or he really is. Look from the heart, the action, not the race.
What makes it wrong for white people to appropriate the culture of other people?
Now, her testimony was about maybe a little over 2.5 minutes long. But hearing her testimony, when she said black people can be racist, people were like, "Boo! How dare you talk about your encounter with a bigoted black man?" And the crowd tried to silence her, as you heard. She had to apologize for saying black people could be racist. I wouldn't apologize. I would have said, no, there are white people that can be racist. There are black people that can be racist. There are people who can be racist regardless of skin color or ethnic background. I would have confronted that. I wouldn't have apologized if I said something like that. That's what I would have done. But she apologized for saying black people can be racist. Then another person tried to dismiss her, saying racism is prejudice plus power. Wrong. You don't have to be rich or in power to be racist. You could be racist regardless of fucking financial status. And this young girl, this young woman, I should say, had an encounter with racism. And a quite scary version of racism at that. And I don't blame her for being a little bit concerned about her safety. And what bugs me the most is how instead of the crowd saying, I'm sorry this happened to you and all that, they try to silence her. These SJW types, this is what they do. They create these narratives which are not true. They'll create narratives like black people can't be racist. But then, once a bigoted black person does something in a racist manner towards someone who's white, Hispanic, so on and so forth, who isn't black, essentially, what happens? They never get called out. They're always the victim, even though they're the racist who perpetrated the incident. This is the bigoted mindset of the SJWs. SJWs, white SJWs, refer to black Americans as people of color. Now, last time I checked, if you called someone a person of color in the 1960s, you were essentially calling them a colored person. Which is funny if you mention that again, because what did the South say on storefronts for colored people only? Colored people's water fountain only? Dividing people based on skin color? It's all bigoted. It's a bigoted mindset to follow and think like. This is why I'm not an SJW. And what boggles my mind the most is that these people deny they're racist even though they commit racist acts. Vile racist acts. And I agree with this young woman that we shouldn't divide each other based on skin color or background or gender or sexuality. I completely agree. I don't do that. I don't do that. And when I'm talking about a specific person that did something wrong, then I'll mention detail. But other than that, I don't bring up skin color. I don't bring up background. I don't bring up gender. I don't bring up sexual orientation because that's not important. But yet, these anti-cultural appropriation, anti-blending of cultures, SJWs, are the real racists that they fight against. They fight against themselves. Because they are bigoted people. They know they're bigoted, but they like to deny they're bigoted, and they like to blame the victims of their bigotry for being bigoted. Makes no sense. That's mental gymnastics even I can't fucking fathom. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. If you want to see the rest of Dr. Shayum's video, it's going to be in the description box below. See ya.